Timeout, Utah.
This crowd knows when to bring it. Looking to move it through the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and they forced the incompletion.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. And if you can just give them a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Makes the grab. It's Demania. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
You got to be impressed by what you just saw from this offense. They're already in the red zone, right? The coach is telling the quarterback, be smart, don't do anything crazy with the football. We can't turn it over. We're already in field goal range, and he's like, nah, man, I got my matchup one-on-one. I know where I'm going, and not just that. I'm not just going to get the first. I'm going to set you up now on the goal line. Let's roll.
Hard-hitting tackle. These fans raising the volume on second and goal. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Razorbacks. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. So they take advantage of spectacular field position and move it 24 yards. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He'll bring it back looking for help. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And the offense coming onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. Wide out in motion. Little touch pass to the receiver. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if we can just get him out of a spot.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice his safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Looking to pass. It's Pope. He's going to let it go. He caught it. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys, but that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
And the Utes are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Utes!
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now, because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Fast motion from the offense. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
That's a really good job on the defense, reacting to what they see. They see the quarterback flip it forward on the touch pass. Now got to go get it, right? Corral that football. He picked up some yards, yeah, but you didn't give up that big explosive play. Now you have to make him earn it now in the next down.
They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. At the 20, he's got space. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Fires into the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Michigan is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Tom Brady should never be counted out of any game. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to Florida State. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys. is.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Running back searching for a hole. And they pick up the first down in what might be the last play here in the first quarter. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Oh, look out. There he goes. The 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Utah. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical in this drive.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. He's got his man. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You can tell, hanging in there, he knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Going for the big play. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Quarterback could not have walked that ball and placed it into the hands of his receiver any better. That was a perfect throw. Wide out, deep downfield. You got to finish the play.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Hauls it in. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the 6 for a 1st down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting to his progression.
Can't get him to the ground. Some belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line.
I think tackling is about effort most of the time. It's about how much passion, how much physicality you can bring to get your guy on the ground. Refuse not to get him on the ground. That's not a big back. You got to get that guy on the ground. You can't let him pick up an extra couple yards and stay ahead of the sticks.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? Drag down to the turf, but not before getting the 1st down. The Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll try the left side. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll go to the ground. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Arkansas. That running back just had a caravan of blockers to take him into the end zone.
There's not very many times at home, Reese, where I'm going to say that everybody watching on their couch could have scored on that play. This is one of them.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And it was capped with an explosive 22-yard run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Looking downfield, it's Pope. They're working that left side. Bulldozes him. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time, it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
Good timing on the quick out. Across the 25, he's got room. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Utes! Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Signals for a fair catch around the 5-yard line and makes it. Send that offense back onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth. I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Looking for room at the 40. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Lets it fly. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He makes a catch. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
And the Razorbacks will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Using the quick game. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
He'll do it himself. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Yeah, and after the QB calls his own number and all these options, obviously multiple plays, he decides to stick with it, get some positive yards, and now what's next off of that? What's my next read off of that? How am I going to mix things up and keep this defense off balance?
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Back to the ground game on the left. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
This offense can get a jolt of momentum headed to the locker room if they can take the lead here. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks.
Man, And he's off to a good start this year. That's already his 3rd receiving touchdown. We're only 4 games into this season. I love how they line him up all over the field. And as the season goes on, they're going to keep being more and more creative with how they get this guy the ball.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Just about set to kick it away. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, and he was close to taking that one a long ways down at the 38. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Quick pass on the fly motion. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Utes will kick it away to start the second half. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They opened this 3rd quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Gonna run it. It's Ingram. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, the linebacker's showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Quick completion on the out. At the 45, on his way. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The Hogs getting it done through the air, evoking memories of Ryan Mallett.
And that's what the fans of Arkansas want to see. They've always got that physical ground game. They always want to have a little bit of balance, and when they get...
Off he goes! Touchdown, Arkansas! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Michigan is getting smoked. This is unexpected. This is alarming. And I've been on social, and their recruits are definitely taking notice. They're trailing by 15 to Florida State. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, David.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being aggressive.
Looking for a productive play on first down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Running with power. Knocked down for the tackle.
Well, in that down and distance, you're probably expecting them to throw it way down the field to get the first. Instead, they go push pass, and they did catch the defense off guard. And even though that was a big explosive play, David, they still didn't have enough yards to get it.
Well, and catch me off guard is relative. That's what you would say, the offensive player. I would say, listen, we're playing a little bit deeper because we're not going to give up the first down. We react to the short stuff, and obviously that's a quick, easy pass from the offense. Rally up, make the play, live to fight another down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
The give to the tailback. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
Brings up second down.
This offense has a second down play. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Going over the top. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window. And you just say, hey, defense won that rep. Good coverage.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Slips one guy, and now he's loose. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
And third down, they keep it on the ground with their playmaker. They give him the football. They got so much confidence in this guy and their offensive line, and they get the first down.
Listen, just to be on the field on third down as a running back means you've got to be versatile, right? You got to be able to catch the ball. You got to be able to block. But if they want to hand it off to you on third down, too, you got to be able to go find a way to keep the drive alive. This dude has all the tools in the toolbox.
No gain on the play. Second down.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll try to pick up the first. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned.
Nice job by the defense on 4th down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good job by this defense.
From the shotgun, the inside give. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The Razorbacks in the hurry-up. Motion from the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He will He'll step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quick pass on the jet motion. Still running at the 35. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game. And the Razorbacks are rolling down the field. Leaves it with the back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Looking for space. It's Francis. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. The Razorbacks pick up the first down. And the Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
Nice run, and I think everybody knows. He's right there next to that 100-yard mark, 98 yards on the day. And that's a mark, man. When you hit that mark a lot of times and you take care of the football, you win a lot of football games. It's the more physical team. It's the team that makes...
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Razorbacks! They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Going for the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down, and an excellent throw, too. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Pocket starts to collapse. Gets away from one. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Looking to throw, it's Pope. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Quarterback on the move, still looking. On the move, he fires. He fires back across the field, and it's intercepted. Takes it the other way. And after the pick, everybody going the other way, and he